Hi everybody, so today I thought I'd do an updated sort of stable tour because I've moved things around quite a bit in the last couple of weeks. I have one friend up here. Hi Tom, how you doing? He's been enjoying a bit of rolling because we had some rain, but it's been so windy this week, hasn't? Don't do that. I don't know where he's learnt to do that. That's a very horrible habit, Thomas. He does that on his stable door as well, horrible pony. Anyway, he's absolutely fine. He's getting quite hairy now. Getting all his winter coat in. Got a bit of a tickle. Thinks he might get an apple because he's come up here. Funny pony. Basil is here too. Aren't you, Basil? Hey, hello. He's got his 100-gram rug on. He's had that on for 3 days now because it's been cold and wet. It rained all day on Thursday, didn't it? So you were very pleased to have that on Thursday, weren't you? And then yesterday and today it's not very warm. It's not a thick rug, is it? Keeps you a bit drier. We might put him a thinner one on when I've ridden in a little while. Anyway, they're all doing fine. In a minute I have to do some poo picking, don't I, Tom? And you can see how windy it's been by all the conkers on the floor, and I really ought to try and rake these up as well. Do you think? It's Saturday and I've done all the big muck out and tidy out all the stables and everything. The tack room is much the same. I did think I would tell you something that the saddle fitter told me when I had my new saddle, which I've sort of forgotten to mention in my last few videos, but she said that these saddle racks are not good for the saddles. They cause problems to the stuffing underneath, so she advised me to keep mine on this saddle horse that is really old and I got second hand a long time ago, and I used to clean the saddles, but so I'm tending to store my new saddle on that and make sure I always put the cover on, because there it's more likely to get knocked by me doing something or other. And at the moment, until I organise selling Basil's old one, I've got a really thick number folded into about 300 there, and this is Chesney's saddle I've had for a long time. And I've put that under several numbers as well now. So that was quite interesting, not anything I'd heard of before. But she said the saddle racks that are just the one stick like thing are much better for your saddle because the gullet just sits in them. Anyway, there we go. So as you can probably tell, I've been clearing out the feed room. This is the first bin actually that I've washed. The swallows have now gone, so I've washed all that out. I can't do them all at once because I have to keep the food somewhere, don't you? So I just move it from bin to bin as I wash them inside and out. I think I would have told you that probably last year. Anyway, I've had a big load of hay. So that should last us a bit. It's nice hay actually. I've made up Basil's hay nets to go in to be steamed later. You always end up with a big heap of loose hay when they've been, so I'm giving them a big handful in their hay nets at the moment. Anyway, so it looks nice in there. We like that when that's nice and full. Something I didn't mention in here is that I found someone to clean my rugs. So Basil's 2 stable rugs have been to be cleaned, to be washed this week. I've just got them back. I haven't opened them yet. They look cleaner from here, so I will check on them, and if they are good, I will probably get his older ones done as well, so that I can store them. And then I'm going to get some New Zealand rugs done. I've never found New Zealand or turnout rugs to be as waterproof after they've been washed and re-waterproofed, but it may be better now, so I might give it a shot. We'll see. Anyway, so the feed room, which I have just been doing this week because I've been off work, is not got nearly as much stuff in now. I laid all the mats. I did actually jet wash all the mats, but it then looked like it was going to rain, so I got them in a bit of a rush and walked on them, and then it did absolutely throw it down with rain, so I was glad I got them in, but they don't look as nice as I would have liked them to have done. Never mind. So at the moment, this is I've got the nuts in here at the moment. They have to stay in the bag in there because that bin's not very pleasant really, or not unpleasant, but it's not a very good bin, so I don't really like emptying the food out in there because it's been used for other stuff since it's been used for other stuff previously, so I don't tend to empty the food into that one. These are the two chaff bins, and they've still got the chaff in, so obviously once that one's dry outside, I will tip the chaff into that one, wash that one, and then chaff into the other one, and then because the chaff is open and it lasts a very long time. And also the nut bag is the only bag that will fit in a dustbin. Now obviously the Dengy bags are much too big, so I can only put some of them in the bin at a time anyway, so that's how we do that. So everything else that was in here, I hated keeping the rugs in here because they were so muddy. I just ended up with mud everywhere, and it's difficult to hang them, to keep them dry and stuff. So what I've done is now I have a spare stable, big area, is I decided not to move Basil. He's very settled in his stable. He likes it in there, and it's actually a nice warm stable, and he does feel the cold. He's a bit of a wimp. So he and Tommy just sitting tight where they are. So I've got a big empty stable. Well, it's not empty anymore, of course, because I might have filled it. There goes Tommy. This room, I'm also going to keep my mucking out tools in because I wasn't keen on sharing them with the feed room. So it feels much more hygienic to keep the mucking out tools. And so many leaves have blown in here this week, it's amazing. So I've got my mucking out tools here. Then at the moment it's not quite organised, to be honest, because I was hoping to get somebody to put a new board up at the back of the stable, so I was leaving that empty area, but they aren't able to come, so I haven't quite finished reorganising. Anyway, these are all Basil's rugs and the steamer, his winter rugs. I have checked them all over, they seem to be fine, so I just need one. I've got one leg strap to fix for the red rug, which he broke at the end of last year, and there's one rug in that really he needs a new one, and I need to chuck it away, to be honest. I just have not found a nice one to replace it. That's why I'm still hanging on to it, but it's not very waterproof because it's been patched so many times, but it's nice and warm. And it's a good weight. Anyway, these fantastic racks I got in IKEA. I bought two because the other little racks that I used to hang the rugs on to dry are completely falling apart. These are on wheels. I mean, obviously they're for clothes, but they're quite sturdy. So I've got two of them for hanging the rugs on to dry now in this big area. So they should get lots of air through them, much better than hanging them in the hay barn or in the corner of the feed room. So that is quite good. I've also put in here this barrel and my hay soaking bin for when the steamer breaks. They were outside, but I've decided to bring them in. It looks tidier outside with them in here. So I've got a little electric fencing area over here in the corner. Then I'm stocking up on shavings as well. Now I've got more space. So next time I go I shall get another 5 because that's all I can fit in the car. And just keep stocking them up. I'm going to get the fly rugs washed. So that's in the plan. And these are Tommy's two little rugs. So pile rugs here are Chesney's and fidgets, which I've still got. Now fidgets I think I shall wash. I shall get washed, and the turner, I've got 2 turner rags. I think I shall get them reproofed and I'll keep them, because you never know, I might end up with having another little pony. Probably not, but I might, and they won't be worth anything really, so I think I'm going to hang on to them. But Chesney's, most of them, I think there's one that's not, that's got rips and breaks and things, straps broken and stuff, but the other ones I think I'm going to get, when I'm ready, which is not quite yet, I'm going to get them washed and reproofed, and then I'm either going to sell them, I haven't quite decided, or I'm going to take them to Red Wings to sell in their second-hand sale that they do every now and again to raise money for them. I haven't quite decided, and I'm not quite ready yet. Anyway, so they're sorted and ready there when I'm ready. So that's my new arrangement. The point-to-pointers have just gone past, I think, so the horses are a bit on alert. Basil loves this tree. I told you that last time, didn't I? So we've been doing quite a lot of work on the field, on the far side of the field as well this summer. Managed to borrow a flail mower, so we've mowed it a few times, been really working hard on the weeds and stuff, so it's starting to look better over there. This side of the field we're going to work on next year. And the next thing I've got to do is get the poo piles taken away, and then we're going to get the guy to come and cut inside the hedge to keep it nice and tidy. They're funny, I think they're watching the pointers, must be going all the way around the big field. Basil's very blue in that rug. Anyway, and then that'll be the field hopefully sorted. I do want to do some reseeding. I can't quite decide. When they come to do the poo pile, I'm going to get them to reorganise this out here, because they've made, when they bought me lots of soil to fill in the big dip here, but they haven't really levelled it very well, so I'm going to try and get them to level it better, because the gate is difficult to open. I have to lift it. As you possibly see, that horrible horse Basil broke this rail, so I need to get that fixed. So it's tied up with string at the moment, and I need to clean out the troughs. I did that trough yesterday. I just got to do this trough over here. I should probably do today. Next step for this morning is poo picking, so I'm going to go and get the kit. For that. So that's the tour of how we've got everything set out now. I think it'll be easier having more space and stuff, you know, having things more spread out. Lots of space in the feed room now as well, which is really nice, because that was always really cramped with the shavings in there and all the rugs in there as well, so that's nice. I didn't want to put the feed in here because I thought it'd be a bit too exciting for Tommy, you know, it's quite way out over there, out the way, safely away, so he can't have his nose in the bars all the time watching me making it. Anyway, that was a short video today, just to show you what I've got set up. I will see you soon. I will see you soon for my next vlog, and take care. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Bye.